Today we're in the absolutely beautiful town of Bunyara to see a stunning stone property 2 minutes outside. So Bunyara is a small town, really close to Sulmona, literally 5 minutes to Sulmona. And we've left our car in a parking area at the bottom that there's a lift to. There you go, all mod cons, including the postman that blocks up the road. Very characteristic. There's quite a bit of work that's going off in this town. There's bar, pharmacist, restaurants outside of the town. But as I say, location wise, you're really close to Sulmona, really close to the autostrada that takes you, the motorway should I say, that takes you to Rome. Just a brilliant location in the heart of the Peligna Valley, really close as well to Lake Scano. There's the bar in the village, beautiful church at the end. And then just to show you in the distance here, I don't know if you can see it, but over in the distance you can see a motorway. That's the motorway that takes you straight to Rome. So location wise, absolutely superb. Really friendly town. Probably it's only the second time I've been here. I spoke to more people this time, it's unbelievable. But like many of the villages here in Abruzzo, it's just full of great people. So there's a bit of work happening in the village, which is always a good sign. Really traditional place. Look at the beautiful church at the end. So you'll be able to find Bunyara on a map. You're about 90 minutes out of Rome, if that. I say really close to Sulmona, within 5 minutes in the car easy. Lots of public transport around. Let me zoom out a little bit. And I say it's just a small village, but great place. And the place that we're going to see is literally, you could walk to the property from here with no problem at all, or in the car a minute away, if that. And it's a stone property that is just, well, just wait while you see it. I'm saying nothing else. Let's go and have a look. Okay, so now we're in the area where the house is. Just look at those views. Just a few minutes outside of the town. And you guys know that I get a little bit excited every now and then about properties. That's the town, by the way, or part of the town. And this one, I am a little bit excited, I've got to be honest. More excited for whoever will buy it, because I just love it, absolutely love it. Here's the usual car that likes to come and plough me over while I'm doing these videos. So the garden is this. Just look at the location. So this is the garden area, which nice and flat for a change. Little parking space at the side. You could create more if you wanted to in this lower section of the garden, but there is parking just here to the left where I've put my car, so that's no problem. And look at this property. What did I say will happen? I've been here talking to the owner for the last 15 minutes and nobody passed. Anyway, let me just flick this to widescreen, because just look at this. How beautiful is that? As you can see, it's all in stone, a real traditional property. The stone could be brought out better than what it is. In other words, you could have it sandblasted and really, because if you look at the size of the stone, you can see And all these doors, I mean, these are all the original stone doors. It used to be a bed and breakfast, as you can see, but this would just be, yes, you've guessed it, it would be absolutely stunning. Well, it is now. Look at these cornerstones here, these huge cornerstones. But imagine this, sandblasted up, and there's the antique bricks around the windows. And there used to be other windows. You can actually see here, you may not be able to see, there used to be windows there. And also at the other side, at the corner, a lot of times people did close the windows off. Here there used to be a window, and there at the top. You could have, it's already light in here, but it could just be screaming full of light. Screaming full of light. Does that make sense? Anyway, it does to me. Just look at that for location. And it is a really quiet place, but it's just outside the town. Really close to Sulmona. We're talking 10 minutes in the car. And you're just off the motorway as well, on the way to Rome. I absolutely love this one. Love it. Okay. Let's have a look inside and see what we could do with these two downstairs rooms that could be something really special. Okay, so when we get inside, you will hear the usual background talking from when I say to people, can you just stay a little bit quieter? We all know what happens there, it never happens. So this goes to the main property. You have to excuse the colours. I do love this. Anyway, but remember, all of this house is stone. So what do I like to do with stone? Reveal it. If it's there, let's see a bit of it. Look at some of this. The modern person, should I say these days, has covered. Look at the character in here. It is quite full of things. Just look at these ceilings. So this could be used for a number of things. You've got plenty of space upstairs. I would suggest that this room and the room next door through there becomes an independent apartment, because you don't have to walk across this corridor to get to that side, because there's also room around there. Now at the back here, we're slightly, not under the ground because there's a little bit of a gap, but you could make that window bigger for more light if needs be, because this used to be a door. I don't know if you can make that out, but where the parking is to the side, there's another door, what was a door there. And then obviously the main door that you could use as the main entrance to this apartment, you could turn this into part glass, so this could be really light down here. But superb features. Ignore the plastic electric wiring, because that could all be done in a more antique type of way. How cool is this though? This would make it a brilliant. You could have probably a kitchen, living, dining area down here, and then as we work our way to the back, so we bypass the stairs, a little bit of storage underneath here. Now the lady said that a cat, because I left the door open, she said the cat's got in somewhere, so if a cat jumps out on me and I suddenly freak out, then not that I'm scared of cats, but you know what I mean. Anyway, so there is more light here that can go in with no problem. Just look at this. So this for me could be the bedroom area. Again, you've got the vaulted ceilings. You can have more light from that door down there. Obviously it is full of things now, so it's difficult possibly for you to imagine the space, but this would be a great sized bedroom. And the reason why I say to use this as a bedroom is because the bathroom is here. It's quite a small bathroom, but could be full size shower with no problem, and just a basic sort of ensuite. Or if you wanted, you could have a kitchen, living, dining area in here potentially, and the bedroom at the other side. But I think a bedroom would be best here. So this would be a completely independent apartment. I do get excited when I see places like this. Strange what I get excited over, but there you go, that's me. What I don't get excited over is this orange paint. But that's another story. Look at these. Okay, so let's take a look upstairs. Okay, so let's make our way up the orange stairs. Look at these doors. The original double doors. What I love about this is once you're up here, it is completely separate to downstairs, and then you've got access out onto this terrace and garden area, which I'll show you in a second. I did ask for the washing to be taken in, but it's real life, isn't it? People get some people write comments, you know, this should have happened, they should have done this, they should have done that. Who cares? This is just real life. And also, before we do carry on looking around the house, just to let you know that there's old windows here that could all be reopened. Another one there, another one here, another one here. So if you did want more windows, you can. I know I said I was going inside first, but just look at that. Imagine having your garden parties and just chilling out here. And this road, believe me, is quiet. You watch now. 50 cars, queue. Here's one, I can hear one coming. But it is really quiet, really close to nature. But you're so close to... Anyway, I'll stop. I need to go in the house. So a few steps up to the house. You do have neighbours here, but that's what life's about, living here. You want neighbours. Italians are great people. Okay, let's go into the house. Let's start with the kitchen. Turning the light on, but doesn't actually need it. This is a great space. Really good size kitchen dining room. At the moment, the heating is done by this pellet burning stove. So you do need to factor in things like heating. But that's just part of the owning a property like this, that you have to do a few bits of renovations. So the window that I mentioned outside is there. She's obviously done this to create a little bit of storage, but I'd be tempted to open that again. In fact, I definitely would. Definitely would open that again. How cool is this? Then, I knew she would lock this. I said to keep it open because I don't know how here we go. Oh. Okay, so small balcony. Just something for you to stand out on and say hello to the neighbours. Quick look left and right. And to the right, again, you can see the mountains. And this balcony is off the lounge, the next balcony. This is just a great space. And then stairs lead up to another couple of bedrooms. But let's first have a look in the lounge. That's a working fireplace as well. The kitchen, there's plenty of space on there, but you could really go to town on a kitchen in here, because you have got lots of space, and I hope that's coming across on the video because they are really good size rooms. But I would definitely have a window, as I say, at the back, because you can see the amount of light coming from here. Okay, then we have the lounge area. Again, a huge lounge. This is the people talking quieter downstairs again. It does make me laugh. Okay, so let's have another quick look at the end. Again, the heating at the moment is done from this little wood stove. Some people may say, you know what, that's fine, I'll just use that, and there's no problem doing that. But if you wanted gas central heating, obviously that needs to be factored in. A little balcony out there. I'll not go out on this one because there's a basket of rocks there. And again, I'm not sure, let me have a quick look behind this. Doesn't make for great video viewing. Oh no, it's a piece of art, I better not take it off. Maybe there was a window there. I'll have to look on the outside. Certainly here, if you remember from the outside, there was some doors covered up. Potentially, I think it's all right as it is, that, but I would definitely have one again here. And if there is a window there, which I'll check when we go back outside, I would definitely open that as well. But this is a big space. Easily, what would you, let me have a look. 1, 2, 3, maybe 5 meters by maybe 4. Great space. Okay, so remember that access to the garden, which is, I will show you the garden a little bit more in a second. Now we're going to have a look up the stairs. Okay, love some of this original flooring as well. Original terracotta tiles. We've got more orange, look. How nice is that? And a bit of green. Obviously that's what you want with the orange and the white. Actually, we're not far off the Irish flag there, so anybody from Ireland, this house was meant for you. Anyway, moving on. Original stone stairs. Look at this, a bit of cinematic shooting. Okay, I'll show you this room second of all. Let's go into the master. Again, great sizes, just like the living area downstairs. That's a big wardrobe, and there's already loads of space. But look what they've done here. They've done what I mentioned about downstairs, and they've actually got a window looking out over the garden. Quite a good view of the garden there, and then looking up. How beautiful is that? Looking up towards the village. Love it, love it, love it. These are probably not the original, no, possibly are the original floors, but polished up, these look superb. And I would guess again, potentially, that you could probably have a window there if you wanted it, if there isn't one, if there isn't an old one already. The door that you see in the corridor takes you up to storage, which potentially, I will show you up there, potentially you could have another bedroom up there if needs be, but then you would have to put a corridor in here to make it more private, or you could have it as an office, a study, something like that up there if needs be, or just purely storage. Because remember, you have the 2 bedrooms on this floor, but you've also got the apartment downstairs. Now there is a desk in front of this, but so I'm not going to go out, but as you can see, there's another little balcony with the views and views of the mountains at the back of this. I think we can get out on the next balcony, so I'll show you that. So I would have this as the master. You could, if you wanted to, easily get an ensuite in here, and because you own the land around, you could easily find a way down to the drains. I would probably say somewhere in this area to have an ensuite. You could easily do that. If there isn't an ensuite already there and you want to put one in, you should always consider, I don't know, maybe up to 5k, somewhere around about that. Great size room. Then the next one, they've actually kept the original floor in this next room. Look at this. So this, sorry, would be the original floor, not the other one. Look how cool that is. Some people don't like these floors, strangely enough. The vast majority do, but these, once you sandblast these or use the cleaner that these look incredible. It cost a fortune to do now. And this one already has a bathroom inside. Good sized bathroom as well, strangely enough. So this is, apart from on the ground floor, this is the main bathroom up here, but there is space for a bath. What I would suggest this should become a bathroom for everybody to use, as in people that are downstairs and all the rest of it. Whereas you could have an ensuite in the main bedroom in this area, private one. So this becomes a main bathroom, and then you would close off this here, so this bedroom then becomes private. Or you could potentially put your corridor in here as well. So your corridor in there, and go upstairs from here. Yes, it would make this bedroom a little bit smaller, but it's still a great size. Still easily a double, even if you cut off to the edge of where this video is and had your corridor here. Then you're not spoiling that big bedroom. So this, if this was a bedroom with a corridor in it, you've still got lots of space. You can see, still got the double bed, still got a wardrobe and everything else. So I think I'd be tempted to do that. And then if needs be, you could open another window there. That could easily be done. But I would probably suggest that this area has a door to go upstairs. I hope that all makes sense. Love these double doors as well. Oh, I was going to show you the balcony. I do have a forgetful mind sometimes. As you know, I do suffer a little bit from vertigo. Oh, not too bad here actually, he says. So you can see the view. The best view is to the right. Look at that. Brilliant. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Let's have a little look upstairs. So as I said, potentially I would leave this room as is and have the door, possibly have a bathroom in there, and have the door leading into this part from the other bedroom, because if you look there used to be a door, so that could easily be done. And then up here, look how cool this is again. Some of the original features. You know when I mentioned before, the lady said that she thinks there's a cat in the house. It's definitely going to jump out at me now, isn't it? Definitely. It would make good video though. Okay, all stone. This side is low, but superb for storage. This side, I would say that you could get a bedroom, or certainly a study or something like that in, and it has views over there. You notice how I put my hand straight through the window. All mod cons here. This would be, it could be a bed, it could be a bedroom if needed. But I think I would suggest it to be more as an office or something like that, studio, and then storage at that side. Okay folks, let's have a look at the garden, and then I will give you my final thoughts. Look, Domenico's here again. He always likes to get on the videos. Can you remember Domenico from the last ones? He's who I work with in these areas. That was his version of sneaking away. He's a great guy, great person. I work with him a lot around the Sulmona area. Anyway, back to the garden. 2 levels. The parking, if you wanted to, you could create more parking. But as I said, I parked here, so there is parking for guests if needs be. This is great little garden, because you have obviously the terrace just off the kitchen. Could plant something up to cover next door a little bit if you wanted to, but believe me, when you're here you want to have neighbours. You'll end up being with them more than what you think. That's the beauty of living in Italy. Oh, look how beautiful this is. Those views, I mean, obviously I'm in wide angle at the moment. Let me see if I can see some of the high mountains. It is really, and some of the even higher mountains at this side. Let's see if I can. The even higher mountains. Is that English? I tell you, my English is getting worse. I'm not on widescreen now. Let's go on there. That was the comedy passing by of a vehicle that liked to stay in second gear just to make that bit more noise. Okay, so I was possibly wrong about having the windows. There's maybe something that you could do, but to me, at this side of the building, it looks like there used to be an old chimney or something like that. Well, it definitely was. So that fireplace would have been, in the living room. I don't think there was one in there. I'll have a look when I go back in. But I reckon you could do something. You could. I'd need to speak to my geometer about putting windows in the side. Okay, plenty of garden space, but not too big that you've got to be keeping on top of it every minute of every day. This is, I know I've said it a million times, this is stunning. This really is stunning, and even more stunning. Love it. Okay, so I'm going to do my final thoughts outside at the front of the house. So my final thoughts on this one. You're waiting, aren't you? I can hear your brain's ticking over, thinking, is he going to say it? Well, I'm not. But it is. It is. It really is. This is, you know, people say I should use other language, other words. But what other word can you give to it? It is stunning. This is like a, what can you say? It's just a dream Italian property. It really is, and I'm almost tempted to open some of these as well. You imagine it with all the windows, all, I don't know, I think I would be tempted to do that. What a great place, in a superb location. So again, as I say, as far as location is concerned, oh, this guy's revving his end. Now people really are taking the mess now. As far as location is concerned, superb. Close to Sulmona, really close to Sulmona. Close to the motorway that goes to Rome. You've got your own motorway outside the house. I'm telling you. Honestly, before I did this video, I was 15-20 minutes outside here. Nothing passed. Oh, who cares? They're cars. Are we really that bothered? There's no reason, there's no throughway here in the sense of it's not a busy road at all. Hence why I'm walking in the middle of it now to... Anyway, back to my final thoughts. It's just brilliant, absolutely brilliant. It's habitable now and work to be done, but only to update it. I just love the style, absolutely love the style. Very traditional. Feel like you're in the countryside, and you are in the countryside, but you're just out of the town. Sulmona on your doorstep. Easy access to public transport. Not sure if it passes down this road, but I'm going to guess it does. And we'll have a look around and put it in the comments. If not, just pop up to the village. And then you've got easy access to Sulmona, where you've got trains, you've got everything else. It's close to Lake Scarno. Just so many things. Love it. And I'm sure you will too. So guys, thank you so much again for watching one of these videos. I do hope you get a lot out of these videos. I certainly love doing them. Yes, I get a bit excited, but that's me. And I get excited because I just love it, all these areas. I really do. You know that I live here. I don't just say this as a sales thing. Yes, I do run a business, and it does depend on you finding your dream property and all the rest of it. But I have such a passion for this place, and I hope it comes across on the videos, because you need to come out. If you've never been here before, why not? Jump on a plane, jump on a train, whatever. Come and see us. Come and have a look. And definitely come and have a look at this one. But I will say, I think this one's going to go pretty quick.